Hi guys, as you can see by the title, this video is going to be a sort of inspired look. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in such a long time and I do miss doing them. I was really excited to do this one. It's a Kylie Jenner tutorial. I find that most people sort of just do Kendall and nobody really acknowledges Kylie, but I think she's the night cooler out of the two. I like the way she dresses and the way she does her makeup and stuff. Her everyday makeup isn't really that much, but sometimes she'll put on a pop of colour on her lips or something like that, whereas her eyes are pretty simple. So I'm just going to be showing you how to do this. I did have an inspirational photo of her, which will probably be before this or after this. So yeah, I even did the middle parting and I look like an absolute bellend, but it looks okay if I'm like this. You can't see the top, but then when I do that, I look like a div. So, yes. It's basically just a neutral sort of eye with a bit of liner, some contouring, and a red lip. Sorry about the lighting. I tried to get it as good as I could. Coming by the window was the only sort of good lighting I could get where it was even. I am darker in real life. I'm not this pale, don't worry. But yeah, I'll get into it now for you and I really hope you enjoy it. Bye!
So the first thing I did was apply my foundation, concealer and powder. The foundation I'm using is Revlon Photo Ready. The concealer is Revlon Colour Stay and the powder is an accessorised powder. So the first thing I did was fill in my eyebrows. Kylie has got quite defined, thick arched eyebrows. Mine aren't very arched and they are quite thin towards the ends. So I put a bit of extra powder on and made them a little bit thicker. The products I'm using are Benefit's Browsing. I've run out of the wax part of it, but I just used the powdered side and I find it works really well. I'm applying this with a angled brush, which works better than the small brushes you get in with the Benefit because they're a little bit longer and you can get a little bit more precision with it. My eyebrows probably look a little bit scary right now, but at the end of the tutorial they'll look relatively normal. Now for the eyeshadow, Kylie doesn't really go too wild with it, she keeps it pretty simple. The first eyeshadow I'm going to be using is a nudie sort of champagne-y colour. If you have a matte colour that would work better, but whilst looking through my makeup I realised that I don't have a nude matte eyeshadow. I only have sparkly ones, which isn't the best. But the palette I'm using is the MUA Heaven and Earth palette. I'm going to be applying this colour all over the eyelids up to the eyebrows. Then I'm going to be applying some black eyeliner onto my waterline. I'm using an MUA, just a regular black eyeliner from the regular line. The liquid liner that I'm using is just a Collection 2001. You can get these relatively cheap in Superdrug. Now at this point you can probably see that I actually forgot to put my crease colour in, which is a little bit embarrassing, but you basically want a sort of lightish brown colour. You want to put a little bit in your crease, not too much, you don't want it to be too harsh, so just apply a thin layer, and then after that you're going to want to get a fluffy blending brush and blend it out slightly. Do excuse the look of my blending brush, my dog thought it would make a great chew toy. Then I'm going to apply my mascara. The mascara I'm using is Maybelline's The Rocket. I really like this mascara. The wand is quite big, so you have to be careful not to get any transfer onto your eyeshadow. But if you apply a nice layer, it will really separate your lashes and make them look a lot more volumized. So then I'm going to contour. I found that Kylie doesn't really wear a lot of blush, she just likes to contour a little bit. So I used the Bourjois bronzing powder and a MAC 108 and applied a bit under my cheekbones and on my temples. Now for my favourite part, which is the lips. I used an e.l.f. Studio, I think they're called matte lip colours, although they're not very matte, they're a little bit glossy. If you look on the website, there's tons of colours. I think there's only one red colour, and that is the one I'm using. What I did was I just lined around the outside of my lips to get a nice even edge, and then I filled them in. And if I noticed any little bits missing or anything, I just filled those in so it looked nice and even.
Thanks for watching. Bye.